Well, they did it. Roblox decided to double down on their decision to ban and threaten legal action against someone that was trying to keep their platform safer for children, a responsibility Roblox doesn't seem to want to do themselves, at least not in an efficient way. So the quick and dirty of it, if you don't know the lore, I'll give you the nutshell breakdown here. I made a video on it a couple days ago, but earlier this week, a YouTuber named Schlep just got permanently IP banned by Roblox HQ and threatened with legal action
just reacted to that
because he colored outside the lines here. He was a little naughty in the eyes of the Roblox corpo overlords, the fucking weasels in suits over there, those grease goblins. Apparently, when Schlep was young, he was the victim of a bad actor on Roblox, and as he grew up, he wanted to do what he could to make the platform safer for children so they didn't have to experience what he did. And thus he started actively catching predators and has actually had a few of them even arrested. One of the big criticisms of Roblox that has existed for years is how poorly they handle predators on Roblox. They are very hands-off when it comes to safety. Basically, their philosophy boils down to the...
You know, it's ironic that he says this, and yet they want to make Roblox dating a thing. I'm just pointing it out.
Old Luigi method in Mario Party, where if you do nothing, maybe you'll win. But in this case, that is not happening. You see, their tactics here of basically just plugging their ears and closing their eyes and then wiping their ass with all of the reports that flood in, it's led to a massive issue with Roblox where there has been a very common occurrence of predators preying on kids through their platform. You've probably seen tons and tons of headlines about pedophiles through Roblox by this point. It's very clear that they are not efficient when it comes to handling this. So, the community has begun policing themselves, and Schlep was among those that were trying to do what they could to catch the predators and have them arrested, but it's not like they were going behind Roblox's back for it. Schlep was actively providing Roblox all of the evidence, all of the reports, even sending a physical binder to the Roblox headquarters, and still they sat on their hands, put their thumb up their ass, and spun around on it or something. I guess when the package arrived there, they must have treated it like the Unabomber was trying to reach them or something. Like, Schlep and all of these other predator catchers on Roblox are actively trying to go through the proper channels, so Roblox will be the ones to act on it, but they just haven't been. At least not enough, clearly, because there's still a huge problem on Roblox with this. So, Roblox shut him down.
Let's be honest, though. Like, if this has been an issue ongoing for quite a while, what makes you think that they're going to stop and change how they've been acting now, you know? Clearly, this tells me that they don't care, and from what I watched in the video, it seems like they're trying to sue him for this exact reason. I think this whole situation makes Roblox look 10 times worse. And people, I think, are already quitting, they're quitting Roblox in general. There's some YouTubers that I saw. Okay, listen, I don't watch Roblox YouTubers, but on my For You page, I've seen videos of certain Roblox YouTubers that are actually quitting Roblox, that don't want to be a Roblox YouTuber anymore. This is a game that is, I would say, primarily made for kids, although tons of people play it. Whether you're a teenager, you're an adult, doesn't really matter. But I feel like with the amount of players on your game, wouldn't you want it to be safer? Like, wouldn't you want potential child predators off of your platform?
And threaten legal action. That has led to a huge shitstorm for Roblox, rightfully so. This has made headlines across the globe here. A wacky new development is apparently Roblox Corporation's chief safety officer, Matthew Kaufman, just sold over $800,000 worth of company stock shortly after the platform issued a cease and desist.
Yo, he's getting out, bro. He already knows what's going to happen. Hey, this is a potential downfall for Roblox. I wouldn't say this is going to completely destroy the game, though, because it's honestly, like, way too big. But it'll take a massive hit, I'll tell you that.
To Schlep. Looking like a little panic over there at the HQ. That is seeming like there's some holes in the ship. You don't often see the chief safety officer cash out that much stock in the wake of a huge debate about the safety of the platform that he is supposed to be managing. Another thing that happened is a congressman is also now making a push for Roblox to do more to keep children safe on their platform. It's gotten so big, Roblox couldn't ignore it any further, so they put out a statement clarifying
Removal
and
of
doubling down on
vigilantes.
their decision
Wow.
to fight back against the vigilante groups.
Okay, yo, hold on. That is an insane title. More on our removal of vigilantes from Roblox. They would rather remove users like Schlep from the platform than the child predators that are currently on their platform. Make that make sense. What?
Which is mind-boggling, just straight up fucking reflaffitating that they thought that this was somehow like a W, like a PR win here. We are fighting back against the vigilante groups. And then crickets when it comes to pedophiles. Why aren't you fighting the pedophiles? Why are you laser focused with the fucking crosshairs on the vigilantes that are fighting the pedophiles? Like, this is a wild hill to die on. We are sharing more information about why it was necessary to remove vigilantes from Roblox and the ways in which we review and act on reports of abuse on Roblox. While seemingly well-intentioned, the vigilantes we've banned have taken action that are both unacceptable and create an unsafe environment for users. And other vigilantes catching predators is not making the game more unsafe than it currently is by just having those predators running rampant with no one to stop them because you are not efficiently stopping them.
Thank you.
This is a crazy stance to take.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest and just stop him right there. I don't think it's crazy to say that a lot of the times, like, the reports don't do jack shit. Even in League of Legends, bro, you can report somebody and they don't do much at all. I'll be real. Even in Schlepp's own video, he's constantly been reporting all of these child predators on the platform, on the game, including the one that I believe had abused him, right? And that guy wasn't banned until like 2 years later. Again, if there's been such a discrepancy between how the reports work or when a report is made and like when an incident occurs, I feel like they just don't take it seriously. To me, what this article is saying is it's really just like a save face kind of thing, but they're failing at doing so. It almost feels like they're trying to make a well-mannered article explaining their actions as part of making them look better, but they're just digging themselves a bigger hole. Like, it's backfiring on them completely. Like Moist Critical just said, like, this is a very, very weird hill to die on.
No matter how many times people are reporting these bad actors through your channels, there is no efficient, fast reviewing that leads to the person being, kicked off the platform. There's so many cases of predators who have literally been arrested that still actually have their Roblox accounts live. What are you talking about? That's just, That is blatantly false. And that is the issue. You can say you have all these tools and that you take in all of these reviews, but there's nothing that really shows that. There's no, it doesn't seem like if that is the case, it's made any difference. Maybe you need to overhaul that, or maybe you need to beef it up or something. Maybe you should work with the vigilante groups instead of vilifying them, because they're doing a better job at getting the predators captured and taken off the platform than your systems are. I don't know why you view the vigilantes as enemies. Again, I can understand in general why vigilantes could be a bad thing, like on a broad scale, but when the company isn't doing things to ensure the safety of the users, well, vigilantes are super necessary to step in to do it for them, to keep the platform safe, because you are just not doing your job. It makes no sense to me that they would be so combative with someone like Schlepp, where they'd cease and desist, ban him, and then threaten legal action. You could work with him. Why don't you guide him through the proper channels? He is doing a good service by getting these predators arrested. It is something you are not doing enough of. We realize that
Also, I just want to piggyback on that by saying that it's not like these so-called vigilante groups have just appeared out of nowhere all at once. These groups or these individuals do what they do after long-term repeated failures of Roblox to act on their behalf to do the right thing. In cases like Schlepp, right? The whole reason he started doing this is because he is someone who unfortunately was a victim in this exact type of thing. Like I said, it wasn't until years later that the person that abused him was even banned from the platform in the first place. Isn't it interesting that as many times as they tried to say that their reports work, to follow the correct channels, that seemingly nothing happens, right? And it's not like this company isn't capable of making the game safer.
Platform is perfect, but we prioritize trust and safety because it's core to what we do as a company. It doesn't really seem like you prioritize it, by the way. It seems like your CEO is prioritizing trying to turn it into a fucking dating site for 17 plus, which again, by the way, is a really weird age where he's trying to pitch a 17 plus dating service to a company, Roblox, so it'd be half gaming and half dating. It seems like that's the focus, because Dave fucking Bazooki here, the CEO of Roblox, can't stop yapping about it. This is an area where we invest heavily and are always innovating. Helping keep our users safe is a critical part of our vision of connecting a billion people with optimism and civility, and is a strategic imperative for our creator community. And then just a bunch of blabbering here, all of which it doesn't seem to be true. Again, I understand they can't wipe them all out instantly, but it's clear that reports are falling on deaf ears. Like, there are predators, real predators, like with irrefutable evidence that Roblox is not acting on. So there is a problem here, and it doesn't seem like they're doing enough. Then they go on to talk about like just how many messages and how many users are on Roblox. Again, I understand there's millions and millions and a lot to go through, a lot to comb through, which is why, again, I don't understand why they wouldn't be extending an olive branch to the vigilante groups who are clearly doing a good job at catching real predators that are on their platform. So now they talk about why they've decided to remove vigilantes. We've been monitoring vigilante activity on Roblox for some time. These groups began by reporting safety concerns, commenting on news about Roblox, and challenging us to do better. We appreciate this feedback and use these reports to improve our safety systems.
Where?
More recently, vigilante activity evolved. Instead of just reporting on safety issues, vigilantes started impersonating children and actively sought to connect with adult users. Those conversations mimicked inappropriate behavior and actively encouraged other users to connect on other social media and messaging platforms, thus bypassing Roblox's own safety systems. These were not one-off situations, and we saw the behavior accelerating across many accounts. This actively created an unsafe environment and normalized behavior that is both unacceptable on Roblox and is against our terms of use. Our policies prohibit directing other users off Roblox to another platform through chat and having/simulating sexually explicit conversations. These are serious policy violations that risk removal from the platform. Just reread your statement here, Roblox. You recognize that these groups were reporting all of this to you, and then you're confused on why they started doing more than just reporting. Could it possibly be because all of the reports they were sending your way for so long weren't leading to the predators getting kicked off the platform or anything? Could that possibly be the reason? Could you follow that trail of breadcrumbs of logic? Like, I
like, even just looking back at this, like, honestly, I don't exactly trust their words here, you know? I'm a little suspicious of it. That's my point I'm trying to make. Again, to me, it almost seems like they're doing it to save face and make themselves look good, but in reality, it's just backfiring.
The evidence was sufficient for the police to issue arrests and get the predators, but it wasn't enough for you guys to ban them or do anything like the bare minimum to protect children from these bad actors, these evil people. Like, I don't know why they're confused. They're making it sound like it's some kind of epidemic that spiraled out of control and Roblox was just doing everything by the book perfectly, when that's just not the case. The reason why it evolved so much is because you weren't doing enough. So the community started taking it upon themselves to try and act and do better and ensure the platform was a little safer for whatever they could do. They then have this section on the importance of accurate reporting, going over like it needs to act in accordance with their policies and all of that, and then due to privacy considerations, we cannot inform users whether reports have led to consequences. But the thing about that claim is, to me, it seems like they're trying to hide behind their numbers. Like, we get so many reports and we just can't inform you if like your report led to that person getting banned, but just trust us, it probably did.
We also work with law enforcement following official legal guidelines, which is ironic, as he just mentioned, because the evidence presented is actually enough for the police to act. But yet Roblox themselves do not act. I mean, I don't understand it. Like, they hardly ban anyone off the platform that is committing these atrocities.
We're actually like, we're doing such a good job at getting them all banned. But the thing is, people aren't that fucking stupid. When you have found a bad actor, if you have found a predator and you're reporting that person, a lot of these people are following those accounts to ensure that they get banned because they are a danger to the community. And in a lot of cases, they're not getting banned. Like they know that there hasn't been consequences. Whether or not Roblox is telling them, people can see for themselves when the accounts aren't banned. They then talk about how they actually go above and beyond. They work with law enforcement, following official legal guidelines around when it's appropriate to collaborate with them and provide information to help track bad actors across platforms to help keep users safe even beyond Roblox. In 2024, they submitted 24,522 reports to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They then say that on multiple occasions they found vigilante groups holding the reports to Roblox until after they had coordinated real-life meetups and built their own social media posts, and then explain why that's a bad thing, about how waiting to report to Roblox or the relevant authorities means alleged bad actors could potentially remain on the platform longer, leaving the community open to additional risks of harm. And they close out this section by saying that they recognize the community's frustration with how they handle violative behavior outside of Roblox, but they can't always act on all of it because a lot of it's screenshots and other messaging applications that need to be independently confirmed, because without verification it would open up significant abuse and misuse and all of that, so they have to do their due.
But how would they independently confirm that, though? I mean, we already know that the report system clearly doesn't seem to work as well as they think it does. So what other method would they be doing to confirm suspicious behavior of a specific Roblox user? How much more do they need to be able to explicitly say, yes, we're going to ban this person off of the platform? Like, I don't understand it. I mean, they have access to the chat logs, I'm sure, but I feel like they just don't do enough. And I suppose that is exactly why the entire community is outraged over it.
Diligence. Overall, this is them saying that they actually take the reports very seriously and that they actually do a lot to try and keep Roblox safe, even beyond Roblox. They then also claim that some of the vigilante groups are like making social media posts about all of these bad actors before even reporting to Roblox. Of course, I don't know if that's all true or not. Very well could be. But the point still stands. There are a lot of bad actors on Roblox, even with all of the reports they act on and the ones that they report to the proper authorities. There is still a huge infestation of these evil people. And the vigilante groups, the ones that Roblox is fighting tooth and nail against, whether they like it or not, they are making a difference in making the platform safer. Roblox can, submit all of these reports and do as much as they can, but as they showcase, they get so many and they can't go through all of them. They can't thoroughly investigate every single one. They can't analyze every single screenshot from every off-platform message. They know that. They do even hint at that. But these vigilante groups, in a lot of cases, do go the extra mile for a lot of these individuals, and it leads to them getting arrested and away from children. It takes the predator away from victims. It makes the platform safer. Overall, I found this response from Roblox to be horrible. The doubling down was just a terrible call here, and it almost reads like Roblox is more upset that people are aware of the predator problem as opposed to the predator problem existing in the first place. It seems like Roblox would rather people just be completely ignorant to it, just silence on it, while it's still being in the background. Like, it doesn't seem like they care so much that the predators exist. They just care that people are talking about the predators existing now.
I'll be real. I feel like it's not even that, but I think it's more fair to say that it's because it draws criticism to them and how they handle these cases in the first place. Like, Schlepp's whole video is criticizing Roblox and their handling of these potential predator cases, right? But I think just because it's drawn so much negativity towards Roblox themselves is probably where this response stems from. Well, there we go. There you have it. I mean, I think it's kind of crazy that Roblox responded this way. We'll have to wait and see where this goes, and I'm sure at some point it's going to be held up in some kind of trial or something like that. It's a good video. I think it's pretty informative. Like I said, we'll have to wait and see where things head, but yeah, kind of crazy situation to be in.